Welcome back to Little Joe's Crazy Adventure. I entitled this episode, Now That's a Fire.
Now it's time for Little Joe's
Crazy
Adventures. Wild and crazy stories of Little Joe's 9 lives.
Now this episode takes place in Rocky Mount. So when we moved to town, we moved to the Hill. That was a black neighborhood. And then we moved to this neighboring white neighborhood. I call it the foot of the hill because it was right outside the hill. And people used to ask you what neighborhood you're from. Couldn't say the hill. There was no black people there other than our family. So I call it the foot of the hill. But anyway, on one side there was this big 2-story house. Looked like they had plenty of money. Other side there was a brick house, pool, looked like unlimited, whatever they wanted. But not us in the middle. We were the, now they call it the working poor. But still, we had some family members that thought we were doing real good because we was in the neighborhood. But man, I'm thankful we had a home to go to. In the summer, oh boy, did it get hot. And in the winter, oh boy, did it get cold. And one of my biggest dreams when I grew up, I wanted a house with carpet, and I wanted a house with central air and heat. That's all I wanted when I grew up. Okay, let's get to the story. In my neighborhood, I was the only black boy, really. So I didn't really have friends to play with for a couple of years until every once in a while I had some cousins that come by and come and visit. But most of the time, I spent a lot of time by myself, playing by myself. And I did a lot of experiments. You could hear about different stories, different things I would take apart, put back together, chemical experiments, blowing stuff up, all different types of things I used to get into. But this particular day, I decided to play with some fire. I wasn't playing with the fire. I was gonna do a fire experiment. That's what I used to call it. So I went in the backyard, and in the back of the house we had this shed, and it was in the fall, so there was pine needles, you know, all over the yard, covering the grass up. So my bright idea was to get my trusty wagon and put some pine straw in the wagon and just light it and just watch the flames go up. I think I was just gonna check the colors of the flames or something like that. You know, it was an experiment. So I put the pine straw in the wagon, and it was all over the edges and everything. And I took the matches and struck it and licked the pine straw. It went up in flames. But they think twice about it before it, that goes back to kids can only think so far. As far as I could think was, I want to see the flames, that's it. Adults, they can see further down the road. Boy, you might catch the backyard on fire. I had nobody around to tell me, so I went ahead and did it. So now, the wagon is on fire, and then the straw that's on fire falls off the wagon and catch the yard on fire. So, panic mode. The yard is on fire. What do? I got to put it out. So I'm running around like looking, what can I do? So I think, dirt. Dirt, put the fire out. So I run around looking for dirt. There's straw everywhere. Pine straw and grass or whatever, there's no dirt. So I run up by the house I find my bucket. Got my bucket, there's no dirt. I'm just scraping the ground with my fingers and hands and everything, trying to put dirt in this bucket. So I'm scraping, and I remember I can go by the water hose. I go by the water hose, move the water hose out the way, but that's why I used to dig for my worms. It's a good spot for worms. Man, I go there and just start digging and scraping all that dirt into the bucket, and I'm just taking too much time because I don't have no shovel and nothing. I'm just using my hand trying to scrape dirt in there. Cannot get enough. And so I'm scraping. So I take the bucket of dirt and run back over to where the fire was. And that's a fire. The backyard is on fire. So I run back over there and it has spread it. Now this circle is big. My backyard is on fire. Then I went up to the fence and crossed the fence and caught my neighbor's backyard on fire. They got a swimming pool with a big wooden deck, a big gigantic pool. I got to put their fire out first. You know how much trouble I'm gonna be in if I don't put this fire out? So I jumped the fence, get on the other side of the fence. I dumped the dirt out, but the dirt was like pretty much used to that little bit of dirt I had. So I'm over there, I'm just stomping. I'm like, what can I do? How can I put this fire out? I'm over here by this pool, like this wooden deck about to catch on fire. I'm stepping out like, Lord, why you won't help me try to put this fire out? All I got is this bucket sitting here beside this pool, but I can't let this pool catch on fire. So anyways, I'm just stomping. I just stomp and stomp, just like I got to put this fire out. I'm just stomping fast as I can. Oh man, my legs are getting tired. I just cannot let this pool catch on fire. So eventually, after doing a lot of stomping, I got the fire put out in my neighbor's yard. So I jump back over the fence and start stomping again. Lord, please help me get this fire out. I got to get this fire out. I'm gonna be in trouble. And catch the whole neighborhood on fire. But anyway, I'm stomping. Man, I'm telling you, this big gigantic area is burning. And all I can do is just stomp. I just cannot think of what can I do to get this fire out. Going to ask for help? I'm not going to ask for no help. Lil Joe never asked for help. If I got myself in trouble, I'm going to get myself out of trouble. So I'm just stomping. The little red Chuck Taylors I had on, I think they were starting to burn from the. I couldn't stop, so I'm just stomping. Just working for us. Man, my legs are getting tired. They're all getting rubbery, but I'm just stomping. I got to get this fire out. So eventually, I don't know how much time went by. I eventually got to put out. I'm all out of breath. My legs hurting. The ground, the backyard is smoking. My feet smoking. But I got the fire put out. Lil Joe Fire Department, we did a good job that day. So now, I'm proud and happy of the good job I did putting the fire out. And then I turn around and look back. There's a big, gigantic, black singed circle in my backyard, and my neighbor's backyard got a singed there. I got to get rid of this. So I run over there and start grabbing straw again. Just run all over different places, grabbing straw and just throwing straw over top of where I burnt. And I forgot to tell you earlier, when I put the straw in the wagon, I put a piece of wood up there to hold the straw down. Got to tell y'all that. But when it all burned up, so the wood is all burned up, and I got to hide that. So we had a wood pile. It's like I told you, we didn't have central heating and air. We had a big old fire stove, and so we had wood. What is this on my back? Okay, but we had this wood stove. So we had a bunch of wood. And me and my stepdad, we would go cut wood every once in a while. So we had this wood pile. So I had to move the wood pile out of the way, put this burnt wood under the bottom, and put all this wood back on top. So now I'm wore out from moving the wood. My legs all rubbery. I'm tired from running around getting all the straw and putting the straw back down. But that was Lil Joe almost caught the whole neighborhood on fire. But nobody ever knows, because I didn't tell that story until now. Now my mom knows. Sorry, y'all. But that's been another episode of Lil Joe's Crazy Adventures. So I run back over to the yard. Yeah. Lil Joe. Oh.